Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Strider 1, return lines to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Nice, running.
Strider 1, watch that enemy on your tail. Missile inbound, evade!
Missile hit.
Lights out! Cyclops 1, launching missile.
I'm gonna open the sky up.
Breaking! Lock on, good night! Come on, dodge that missile! Locked on hostile.
Enemy's got lock.
Push it! Watch the fan out of your tail!
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Cyclops 3, Fox 2.
Break! Dodge that missile! Enemy on your tail, watch out!
Strider 1, enemy on your 6.
The enemy has escaped! Locked on hostile. You're mine.
Missile launched.
Missile, break hard! I bet that one hurt.
Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to protect them. They could use some air support.
Fox 2.
Proceeding towards the main quadrant. Buy us some time. We got friendlies coming in. Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Let me slide in on that
Half the enemy's already down. LRS is taking really something.
landed. Don't turn your back on him.
We're falling back! We don't stand a chance against their air support! Hold your ground!
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other.
Roger.
Got destroyed.
Say goodbye. Attack missed. Box 2, box 2. Breaking off.
Missile did not connect.
That was a fast response. Looks like the enemy understands how important this place is.
Hold them! Don't let them through!
Strider 1, locked on target. Target destroyed.
We've got flies buzzing around our heads. Don't take your eyes off them. Now! Support team, set the fire!
Enemies got locked.
Not done, bandit. Attacking!
Target in gun range.
Hostile behind you. Shake him off, quick.
Fox 2. They came to meet lock!
Target locked.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Attacking! Pursuing enemy! Enemy back. Stand right. They came to meet lock! Missile, breaking!
Time for a quick hit and run. Box 2, box 2. Good job.
If you let them through, they're as good as dead! The missile got through our EDM. Ready on these guys. Somebody let the fire on our asses. Bandit acquired. Firing.
The comms are full of requests for help from friendlies. Our occupation of Frabanti could be in jeopardy now.
This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet.
Who cares if the aircraft's got 3 strikes?
Keep an eye on your radar. All it takes is one missile and your history.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
supply.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Strider 1, this is...
I think we might stand a chance out here.
3 minutes remaining.
Our allies aren't advancing as we hoped. This isn't good. Trigger!
Hit the areas where the enemy forces are thickest.
Careful. The ruins and sunken ships make these waters shallow.
Vessel confirmed sunk. Satellites also underway, all going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. Rex.
It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
1, hostile has a lock.
First ship is stuck. Single fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Counter that miss. Enemy's got a lock.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Don't get too far ahead. Let's play ourselves for a strike. Identify missile.
Missile hit.
Locked on. This one's gone.
Missile did not connect. Enemy has a lock on you.
Not bad. As good as Wood says. Although their teamwork is somewhat lacking. This one's got skills. Missile closing. Breaking. Locked on.
Strider 1, hostile on your 6.
What's this guy eating to fly like that?
Missile launched.
Looks like they're on our tail.
Strider 1, 40, missile.
Enemy has a radar lock on me.
Wow, I'm sure he's human. Target is in range of guns.
Shaking bandit.
Box 2, box 2.
Cyclops 3. I've been hit. I gotta eject.
Take him out one by one. Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it. Evasive action. Listen, Trey, real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X. What? Alright, he grabbed the bait. It's time to take him for a ride. Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. We did a perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys won't let you have it.
Target is hit.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Oh, Cam, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. We're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here. Strider 3 launching missile.
Target was not struck.
Cyclops 1, check your 6.
Strider 4, box 2.
Hold up. My radar has shown that an enemy aircraft has been stuck on Cyclops 1 for a while now.
Makes my blood run cold to even think if he came up on my 6. Shit.
Closing in on me. I just refused to fire. It's a sure shot. Not too bad.
He's acting as a decoy.
He's absolute trust in his allies, I see.
See where your plane is headed. Eject.
Forgive me.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Bad pilot.
Scratch the last escort.
We need to be extra careful of the rust up to 2 meters. Eject while you can still talk. Wiseman, listen, closing.
I'll keep him on me. Just a bit longer.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops Wiseman.
Eject already, Wiseman. I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded. Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here.
Cyclops 2, you've got the lead. Wiseman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. The duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
We'll go count. These guys are way out of my league. I can't even get in close to them.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Caution.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Shaking bandit.
Missile.
Box 2.
Damn, I can't seem to find an opening.
I have a lock.
Missile hit.
Damn.
Echo finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond!
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn it.
crashing out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osia's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osia and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osian convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osian army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.